Hey there, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome back for another amazing video. Today we're going to be talking about how to master the specific thing that you've been investing on, trading in, doing business in. How to master this to the point that you now should be able to boost this up to millions and millions and potentially, inshallah, even billions of dollars, because I need you to become billionaires. So when you guys invite me to your barbecues, it's not just like chicken breast or something. It's full out camel ribs and steaks and lobsters, and invite me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Anywho, let's get this video started. So this part is the last part of understanding how you take whatever you've done for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years and push it towards mastering it so that it's something that becomes successful for you in much more multipliers. So I had the privilege, as I've said in the first video, that I got a chance to sit with people from all of these different levels. And this is the level that you really want to be at. Everybody who I met from this level understood exactly what's going on in their life, how they're working, and their investment returns were much, much, much higher than anybody else. And that's because they realized what works for them, and they did it, and they took it and put steroids on it and pushed it 1,000 times faster and harder. And that's the whole goal, right? It's about 1, 5, 50, 500, 5,000, 5 million. That's how you work. That's even when we're entrepreneurs and we're building a product, we always talk about this. That okay, if it works out for 1, then we make 5. If it works out for 5, we make 50. If it works out for 50, we make 500. That's how you work it. And now you should be at a stage where you're like, okay, I did the 1, I did the 5, I did the 50, I did the 500. Now it's time to make this 5,000, 5 million. Right? Let's push this thing through. And at this point, you should be at the age of 31 all the way to like maybe 50, right? This is when you've understood everything about your emotional self. You're at your cognitive highest. You're at your full understanding of who you are as a person, how you work with money, which methods work for you and which methods don't work for you. Remember in the last video, I told you guys, try to understand which method works for you, because you've had to exhaust yourself while you're working everything. And then from that, your burnout, or I wouldn't say everybody should go into burnout, but I'm saying while working in so many different angles and pushing them hard, you've realized, is it stocks for me? Is it crypto for me? Is it real estate for me? Is it gold for me? Is it commodities? Is it online businesses for me? Is it e-commerce for me? Is it physical businesses for me? Once you understand all these angles and you realize, okay, no man, it's crypto for me, or it's real estate for me, or it's B for me, then it's time to take this notch and just push it with steroids and push it all the way through. So for example, let's say from the previous video, you worked hard, you made a crypto portfolio of $20,000 because you kept putting money in, you kept going higher in risk, and you started understanding the compounding effect of making money. I'm not talking about interest, I'm talking about compounding effect of taking that money in profits and keeping it in. And you know the skill set and you know your strategy and you've done it enough times that you know what things work. Now it's time to take that industry. So you specifically take crypto. It could be stocks for you, it could be real estate for you, it could be blah, blah, blah for you. Then you start networking with masters from that industry. So you just say you take crypto and you want to be a investor, a intellectually advanced member of this specific market. So you go to others who are intellectually advanced from this market, in the investing market within crypto, okay? So you contact VCs from that crypto market. If you select a stock, contact the VCs, contact the other investors from this market. Real estate, you contact big investors from real estate's perspective, and you talk to them about this. And then you start building your strategy from going from an action person, because before you were trading, you were buying, you were selling, you were doing all the work, to being a completely investor in that industry. Look, you have to master the aspect of making money really work for you. When you're trading or you're investing, you're still technically making money work for you, but you're not fully making money work for you. If you truly want to make money work for you, is when you are a seed investor, when you are the initial investor into within these projects, within these industries. So, for example, let's take token X, okay, or because I don't know what Ethereum started at, but let's just say token X, okay. Token X pre-seed round was 1 cent. Token X's public round was 5 cents. Token X right now is sitting at 50 cents. 1 second, just for everybody.
for the channel. You gotta like, come on, you gotta share, you gotta subscribe. You've been watching these videos, you gotta do all this stuff. I'm teaching you how to make that mashallah money. Inshallah, you make that mashallah money.
So the guy who put in 1 cent and now his tokens are worth 50 cents, he is the most valuable one getting the return from this. If you were in the previous channel, you were probably getting this token at either the 5 cent or at the 10 cents or the 15 cents, right? You only made, if you invested at 10 cents, you made 5x. If you invested in 1 cent, what was that 50, 50 times that, what is like, what, 50x, right? You made 50x. Think about it like that, 5x versus 50x. This is the perspective you have to understand, that you need to master this one industry and then go all in once you're confident. Because you know what you're doing. For example, you mastered crypto and now you know which products are going to be coming out. And most likely these specific, out of these 20,000 products or projects, these 5 are going to do well. You contact that team. You say, I want to be in VC investor. Or you go to a VC investor who's investing in there and be like, I want to be one of the guys who's giving you money to invest in those. Because not every project is going to let you be a VC. You go into these products or projects and you say, I want to be an initial investor, a pre-seed investor. And they'll let you in due to XYZ experience. You can literally be a crypto seed investor by contacting these different projects that are just starting off. You can go to ICO.com or blah blah blah.com or blah blah blah.com or any project that even shows initial like goals towards doing an ICO. They're usually launched on these various websites or Telegram groups or Discord groups. Join these groups. They're usually ICO groups or IDO groups or initial crypto project groups or something like that. And just reach out to the projects and just say, I want to be an initial investor. What's the rate look like, and what does this look like, and what's the detail look like, what the vesting looks like, and boom, you're investing. And then once you do one successfully, after that you're known as an investor in that industry, or you work with the other investors in the industry. They help you find the right projects with you. They invest with you. You guys are all making money together. Then you guys can start pushing towards like big projects coming towards you and saying, oh, we're going to be launching a project in 1 year from now. We're fixing the problem to do with the housing crisis, and we're going to fix it through crypto, and this is exactly how we're going to do it. Because you mastered that industry, you know if what they're saying is correct or wrong. You can make that logistical decision, and then you can invest as a pre-seed investor. This is the same thing with real estate. It's the same thing with, stocks might be a little bit difficult, but I would say like with real estate, it's a similar stuff, right? For example, when you're known in the industry, when you worked in real estate for so long, you've been investing with XYZ real estate agent for about 10 years. Now you have enough money, and now when those real estate agents are like, okay, listen, we'll put you on the VIP list or VVIP list. And this may not be very current in Canada, but trust me, I'm on a VVIP list in another country, and I get all this real estate genuinely where it's about 10 to 15 to 20% cheaper than the rest of the market gets it, before the market gets it. And there's me and there's like maybe another 100 people on that list for that specific company, real estate company. And I got there through many different ways. Like you don't have to invest always. You can always provide some value, and then they find you as valuable. They put you in XYZ, and so you just gotta figure out your way into these methods, these groups. Once you've mastered an industry, to really jump into taking whatever you've done and 10 times Xing it, so you can make a return faster on it. Then you gotta leave everything else out of it. Then you can't go into every single angle. You focus on that one industry, that one tool, that one method, and you go heads in. And you want to be the one that's investing, not the one doing. You want to be the one that's got just money involved, where the people working behind the project are the ones that are really working for that money, and you're making the return. I'll give you an example of this. One of the most biggest company in the world, you might think is Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, blah blah blah. No. It's not them. It's the companies that have invested in them. Look at BlackRock. Check it out. Check out Vanguard. Check out the people that invest in these projects and the people working in these projects. People who are the CEOs of these projects versus the guy who's invested in the project. Do you think if Bill Gates sold all of his stocks today, other people will invest in that project? No, because he's handcuffed in there. So he's the starter of the project, but he's handcuffed in there. If he sells most of his stocks, everybody else is going to dump on him too. Right. But listen what happens to investors. Investors invest, they keep investing, they make dividends, they make money on top of other people's efforts, and then their money keeps churning out. And if the investors decide all of a sudden that they want to leave, it's not going to be as impactful as if Bill Gates left that same amount of money out of the market. Right? So you have to understand these concepts. Anywho, I hope you guys like this video. I'm inshallah going to be coming into this stage of my life. I'm starting to realize which method and which tools are correct for me when it comes to investing and trading. And hopefully, I can take what I've learned for over the last 10 years and just push it towards these things. And I will not diversify anymore. I will focus on that specific market. You do not diversify after this. Right? Once you realize what works for you, you do not diversify. You just take everything out and you focus on this market and you go head in. There was a great investor, I forget who said this, but if you're diversifying still at this stage, you still don't know what you're doing. So if you want to still diversify at this stage, or even at somewhat of the middle stage, at the ending of the middle stage or the second stage, you still don't know what you're doing. You still gotta go back and redo it. So diversifying, it only works diversify when you are not fully confident and you're not fully aware or you're not fully knowledgeable about the specific method and tools that you're using. That's when you diversify and you hedge. But once you know and you've been successful for about 6, 7 years or 4 years or 5 years, whatever works for you, right? And you're making 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 percentage, there's no point to diversify, my friend. Then you go all in, right? That's how you make the real money. That's like literally Elon Musk took all of his money from PayPal and put it into his next project. And he took that, put it into the next project. Same thing with all the other big investors. Like Amazon was in debt for like multiple years because they put all their money in. The guy just everything they could have, they put it in because that's what when you truly believe and you truly understand, you're truly genuine with yourself. That's what you got to do. Hope you guys like this video. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and watch out for my next video. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum. Do subscribe, like, share, hit that bell icon for notifications. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content. I'll be uploading more stuff in all of these social media websites. Thanks. Take care. Salam.